Hey y'all. So I don't know really how good of light I've got going on here. I'm sitting in my living room and it shows my window, but it's about all I'm getting. So I promised my Katie that I would send her, no, that I would make a video about her. So I don't know if very many people know. I don't sit there and say, I like girls, but if somebody asks me, I'm going to be honest with them. I do go to drag shows whenever I possibly can, and when I'm in public, I'm not afraid to kiss or hold hands with another girl. It doesn't bother me, and it doesn't bother my husband, so I kind of feel like if he's good with it, it's fine. So there's this girl, and she's pretty much amazing, and I really like her. I think she's great. She is a really good person to go to if you need somebody to talk to, and she's crazy like me. Like, I'm crazy, I'm out there, I like to joke, I like to have fun. I don't care what other people think about me.
Red lipstick on that.
And she's and she's a lot, she's exactly the same way. I'm trying to find a good angle. There we go. Am I so pretty? It's a good angle. So, I just made myself lose my train of thought. She's crazy like me. My family knows. They don't really care. I've told my family that I like girls too. And growing up, my dad was against that kind of thing. He absolutely hated it. But he was very verbally and mentally abusive as well. So he did not like me. He told me he liked me, but he did not like me. My little brother was his favorite. He was, under his wing, and he never got in trouble for anything. And but the verbal and mental abuse that he laid down was also abusive to my little brother too. He may have been his favorite, but it wasn't a good environment for my brother to be in either. Well, my mom and dad finally had split, and my brother came out. My brother's gay, and the best coming out story ever was my brother's. We're sitting in the car, and we're looking at like an OK magazine or a People's magazine or something like that, and it had a picture with Zac Efron shirtless, standing there on the cover. And God, I think it was like literally like 2008 or 2009 when he finally came out to me. And he just looked at me and he said, Zac Efron's kind of hot. And I looked at him and I'm like, I know, right? He pretty hot, isn't he? And my brother just looks at me and he goes, did you hear what I just said? And I'm like, I did. And I've also known for a very long time. And he's like, oh my gosh. Like he thought nobody knew. So when he came out, it was pretty awesome. After he came out is kind of when I started feeling, more than I'm not just into men. But I was already married by then. And so my husband and I kind of have this relationship where I'm not the jealous wife who sits there and is upset if my husband looks at girls. A girl will walk by and my husband looks at her and I'm like, what part of her are you looking at? Is it her ass? I think her ass is hot too. Just the way I am. So when it comes to hanging out with my friends or whatever, I'm me. I can finally be me. And I love that because my dad kind of it was almost like he had something pressing down on the top of my head and I could not do anything or say anything without getting in trouble. His final words to me when we got in our last fight was, I don't like the way you talk on Facebook. That was his biggest problem because he did not like it if I swore, he didn't like if I joked, he didn't like me talking on Facebook pretty much. And if I had other friends, it made him mad. And so I finally posted a big message on Facebook and it said, I'm bisexual. I do what I want. I say what I want. If you don't like me and if you don't like my attitude, then please delete me because I'm not going to put up with it. My dad deleted me and he told me I was the worst person that ever lived. My brother came out to him and said he was gay. And my dad was like, "Oh, son, I love you so much, and I'm there for you." What you doing, boogers? So here I am. I've got 2 kids. I've got a 7-year-old, and I've got a 1.5-year-old. What do you want? Drink? And I better wrap up this video, but I've got the 2 most wonderful kids in the world and the most amazing husband in the world. And you know what? I can sit there and say I'm bisexual, and I'm proud of it. And my Katie, she's great. She's there when I need her. If I feel like I want woman companionship or whatever, I can do that. I can kiss up on her, and I can hug her, and I can touch her, and she's okay with it. And it's great. It's like, and she's the same way. Her husband doesn't care. She's got 2 kids as well. And so it's like, me and her can be close, but we also have the best marriages ever. So it's great. So I had to mention my Katie. And now my Katie's got to watch this long, drawn-out video that I just said. But, yeah. You're amazing, Katie.